Prince George and Prince Louis wore matching ties for the Princess of Wales's Christmas Carol service at Westminster Abbey this evening. The young princes were joined by their sister Princess Charlotte and their father Prince William as they arrived at the historic venue. According to GB News, the Princess of Wales arrived at Westminster Abbey ahead of her husband and her children so that she could take some time to greet the guests. For this special Christmas occasion, the Princess of Wales was wearing an Alexander McQueen red coat, which is one of her favourite brands for the occasion. The event is seen as one of the Princess of Wales' most iconic appearances in the royal calendar. This is the 4th year in a row that the Princess of Wales is hosting the service, which was founded in 2021. Despite joining his wife and children at the event, the Prince of Wales will rush to France on Saturday for another important engagement. The Prince of Wales will travel to Paris to attend the reopening ceremony of the Notre Dame Cathedral representing the United Kingdom. Upon arrival at Westminster Abbey, the Prince of Wales, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis and the Princess of Wales all went over to something called the Kindness Tree. Now this Kindness Tree is actually situated just outside Westminster Abbey, and it is a tree where all of the children attending the event put a little note on the tree. Now because it's called the Kindness Tree, obviously it's not confirmed, but I'm sure it probably has, some kindness messages, something that the children are grateful for, something like that. And joining in putting notes on this tree and labels on this tree was Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, who all brought their own labels and put them on this special tree. This was likely something a little bit like last year, where the Princess of Wales had a letterbox outside Westminster Abbey and all the children would put a Christmas card in for a little child that they would then distribute those Christmas cards to children in need at Christmas. This year's Christmas Carol concert is actually focused on family, empathy and love, according to reports. The Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children are not the only royals at this event. The Duchess of Edinburgh has been seen arriving, as has Princess Beatrice and her husband. Zara Tindall has been spotted arriving, as has the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. According to reports, the Prince and Princess of Wales' 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, likely came to this event straight after school. Usually because private school children usually finish between 4 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon, with children of Prince Louis' age usually finishing at the normal 3:30 sort of time that normal state schools finish at. And while it's the weekend for Prince Louis, it's probably another day of Saturday school for Prince George and Princess Charlotte tomorrow. At Lambrook, and like most private schools, they have something called a Saturday school. For those that don't know what Saturday school is, in many private schools across the UK, which also includes Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis School, Lambrook School and Berkshire, prep school students from year 5 or year 4, sometimes they start them in year 3 in some schools, attend something called Saturday school, where the children have a morning of lessons and chapel and stuff like that, and then have an afternoon where the parents come into school and watch the children do sports and team building activities and stuff like that. And because this weekend is probably not a Exeat weekend, which is basically where the children get a full weekend off in prep schools and boarding schools and stuff like that, because this week is not an Exeat week at Lambrook, Prince George and Princess Charlotte will likely be back in the classroom tomorrow for a morning of chapel and lessons at Lambrook before an afternoon of sports fixtures. Next Friday, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis actually break up for Christmas, and that's when they'll start their Christmas holidays. So the children basically have a week left of school, basically for the rest of this year. But anyway, tonight it is so wonderful to see Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis join the Prince and Princess of Wales at this amazing event. They're growing up so fast. I can't believe that George is in year 7. He's, 11 years old. Princess Charlotte, 9 years old in year 5. And Prince Louis in his last year at pre-prep. But anyway, who else agrees? What a joy to see Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis this evening. We hope they thoroughly enjoy this amazing concert. For those who want to actually watch this concert, you can actually obviously watch it on ITV and ITVX on Christmas Eve. Likewise, if you can't actually access ITV or ITVX because you're in a different region or you're in a different country, do not worry, we will be covering bits and bobs of the actual filmed event, what's happening, with photos and stuff like that.